This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Hazleton Area Public Library is adapting to this latest chapter in history. We'll tell you how you can safely check out books next. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Ken Kara. Today is Juneteenth, National Freedom Day in Pennsylvania. It marks June 19th, 1865, with news of the end of the Civil War getting to slaves who learned that they were now free. In a release, Governor Tom Wolf says, quote, "This is a moment to honor African American history and reflect on how each of us can promote equality, liberty, and justice for all people," unquote. Now for more information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. With all 3 counties in our area now in the green phase of reopening, here's the latest COVID-19 case numbers from the State Department of Health. Luzerne County had 5 new reported cases on Friday and 1 new death. Schuylkill County had 1 new case and no new deaths, and Carbon County also had no new deaths and 2 new cases. For full details on the green phase of reopening, go to pa.gov. There were 526 new cases of COVID-19 reported on Friday in the state and 38 new deaths. Restaurants have been doing it, and now the Hazleton Area Public Library and 3 of its branches are offering curbside service. Lisa Sugar gets the details from Library Executive Director Michelle Cushmeter.
It's similar to what the restaurants had to do during the stages of the pandemic, providing a curbside contactless delivery. And we felt we could do this with library materials. Other libraries throughout the state also gave it a try and were successful with it. We have curbside bags that we use. We put them outside on a table and allow patrons to schedule a pickup time, and it's worked very well for us. Patrons can request materials by calling the library. Our staff is here. What we often say is our building is closed, but our library is working and our staff is working to provide services and materials to people. So they can call, they could request online, they fill out a form, and we schedule a pickup time with them.
Now, do I have to be a member of the library to use this service? And so I guess what kind of items can I request?
You would have to be a member of the library. You'd have to have a library card to use this service at this time, because we're not accepting library card applications because that's an in-person process. But if you have a current library card, even if it's slightly expired, we can modify the due date on it until you're able to get back in and renew a card. But you would use your library card. You can call in and request 5 books, 5 DVDs, 5 audio books. We're also offering book bundles for our younger readers. Families can request, because we know that in addition to, 5 materials would go very quickly with kids. And so we've decided to do a book bundle that would have extra picture books in, or chapter books, because we know the kids are avid and get through them, and they'd be done in no time with 5.
I know when we return the books, there's usually a due date and there's a late fee. Does that still stay in effect, or how do I return the books?
If you had returns to make, while we were closed during our shutdown period, we closed March 13th, and we're still not really open to the public, but our book returns are open at all of the locations. Due dates were universally through the Luzerne County Library System. The due dates were extended through June 27th, so no overdues were accruing during that time period. If you check something out now during the book curbside pickup, what we would do, it'll have an actual 3-week due date or a 2-week due date in the case of new books. So those would accrue. If they're late, they would accrue overdues. But things that were due back any time during our closure would not have an overdue fee assessed for them. We are using our book box for returns at all of our locations, and normally it was something we'd say don't return a DVD or an audio book in, because we're afraid that media is vulnerable to the weight of other books. But we are emptying it frequently, and we haven't seen evidence of damage at this point yet. So we're moderating it and just making sure materials are safe, and saying, yes, go ahead, return them.
When the items do come back to the library, do you have to sanitize them, or what do you have to do before they go out again?
We do. When materials are returned to the library, our staff empties the book box. We have to check materials out for a period called quarantine, and that's at least a 72-hour period where materials sit here, and then they're checked back in and they're cleaned and sanitized and then allowed to be reshelved or recirculated.
Thank you, Lisa, for that story. And for more information, call the numbers up on your screen. Cushmeter also tells us that a plan is being developed that will slowly allow for the return of services at the library. Well, after being postponed earlier this month, the Hazleton Area High School graduation parade will take place this Sunday on Father's Day. The parade kicks off at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon at the high school. The procession of vehicles will make its way to Route 93 through West Hazleton, then turn left onto Church Street and then head back to campus. You're invited to watch and wave to the class of 2020 while wearing masks and obeying social distancing guidelines. SSPTV is proud to record this special event that will air at a later date. Education is the topic of two brand new Sam Lassant shows. The first features Thomas Leary, the president of Luzerne County Community College, and you can see that show tonight at 5:30 and 7 p.m. The second show features Hazleton Area School District Superintendent Brian Uplinger, and that's on tonight at 9:30 p.m. You can also watch the shows anytime at ssptv.com or on our YouTube channel.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, patchy fog after 1 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy. We'll have a low of 62 degrees. Saturday, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with highs in the mid-70s. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 inch possible, and that may be higher with thunderstorms. Saturday night, a 60% chance of showers, mainly before 8 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 62 degrees. Sunday, there's a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high of 78. Sunday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 63 degrees. Monday, 60% chance of showers, a possible thunderstorm as well, mainly after 2 p.m., partly sunny with a high of 82. At night, 60% chance of showers and again a possible thunderstorm before 8 p.m., partly cloudy with a low of 64. Tuesday, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m., mostly sunny with a high of 85. And then on Tuesday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of 65 degrees. Coming up next, we check in on the animals at the Carbon County Animal Shelter and find out from the director there how you can help them out. And in sports, we talk with a local woman who competed on the Titan Games on NBC. We'll be right back. Here's tonight's social news. The Lassant family would like to wish a happy Father's Day to all fathers, grandfathers, and godfathers, and all dads who are no longer with us. And a happy Father's Day to Andrew Juba Marquez, Sam Lassant Sr., Sam Lassant Jr., Joe Marquez, George Gortfa, and Ed Bednarz Jr. They would also like to remember Samuel N. Lassant and Robert Reimold Sr. And a thank you to the Heavenly Father for the gift of all dads. The American Red Cross is doing coronavirus antibody testing for all blood, platelet, and plasma donors. Your results will be available 7 to 10 days after donation in the Red Cross donor app or donor portal at redcrossblood.org. A positive antibody test does not confirm infection of COVID-19 or immunity. To set up a donation appointment, use the Red Cross donor app, go to redcrossblood.org, or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. If you donate in June, you'll receive a $5 Amazon gift card. Here's this weekend's worship schedule on SSPTV. The Mass for Inspiration can be seen Saturday at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m., and Sunday at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m. You can also watch anytime at ssptv.com.